He pulls out all this money. Cato, make it rain up in there. I was like, what the? Make it rain. Make it rain. What up, everybody? This is Poetry. I want to first come with my public service announcement. I apologize that I cannot get these reviews, recaps, videos watched yesterday. Due to circumstances of Mother Nature, she messed up all TV signals for me. We had like a weather alert pop on about 20 minutes into shots fired, and that bug stayed on until shots fired went off. I mean, I could see the picture. I didn't know what the hell they were saying. I couldn't even see my closed caption because the little weather alert was flashing across the bottom of the screen. So I didn't get to watch anything last night. I figure I'll bring you Underground first, since this is the day I normally bring it to you anyway. Try to get your Greenleaf up, and then I'll get to Shots Fired. Because I still have to watch it. I hope you all watched the recap of Rebel. Rebel was the new show that came out on BET, started Tuesday. I think it's good, y'all. Watch that one too. So Underground, here we go. This is titled Aaut. I don't know what that means. I tried to Google it. I couldn't find it. I don't know what the hell that means. So if y'all know what that means, let me know. Because if they said it in the show, I missed it. I totally missed it. Ooh. Pause for a second. Give y'all some real good light. I swear it just seemed like it's super dark in my house. So, yo. Alright, so like I said, let's get to the Underground. It starts off with Daniel's outside the big house. And he's looking up at the house. He's reading another piece of paper. And this young boy run up to him. And they're like, hey, I got another one. Daniel's like, not now. This is not a good time. He said, yeah, I got another one. It's important. I think we should read it right now. So, but apparently the word is out that Daniel knows how to read. So different other enslaved people are bringing him stuff for them to read, to interpret. And basically the letter is telling him that a lot of the slave owners are starting to sell off their slaves down south. And it's best advisable from some guy named Brown for them to sell too. And he's like, so what the hell does this mean? He was like, look like mess about getting ready to sell us all, and we often to be shipped somewhere else. That's basically what it means. Oh, boy's like, why don't you teach me how to read? And he was like, I can't do that. He's like, why not? I think I should know how to read too. That's a freedom that we should all be afforded. And Daniel is like, man, these words are a curse. I ain't never heard words explained like this before. Let me see if I can read it. He say, these words bring up feelings in him that he never thought he would have had. They make him feel, they said that, oh, and it's a feeling that's so heavy that it crushes you before you even obtain the knowledge that you're trying to seek. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Never heard somebody talk about words like that. I'm a lover of words, and oh my God, he said, no, you don't want this. This ain't the life you want. So, at this point, we still don't know who Daniel is. There's a lot of speculation out here in the tubers that Daniel is actually Ernestine's dad, Steen. And the last week, the little scene when he was reading to the child, I couldn't tell if that child was a girl or boy though, but he was reading to the child about the in the paper. They believe that child was Steen. Okay. Also, in regards to Steen, the scene with Angela Bassett, they believe that that was Steen as well, the girl that she was talking to, Angela Bassett was talking to. I don't know. I'm like really hoping that Daniel is not Steen's dad and this is just not some flashback of Steen, because I really like this character. He's intriguing to me. Like I said, I want to know more about him. So I really want him to have a story separate from the Making 7 that somehow comes together in the end. That's what I really want. So basically though, they about to get sold further down south. I think the fellows was in Kentucky. So Kentucky was not considered to be south like the rest of the where the deep slavery was at, I guess. Then they go to 4 months ago, and it's this ginormous house. And this young lady is walking through the house, and she's marveling at the artistry that's there, the sculptures, the painting, things of that nature. And every once in a while she looks back and she coyly smiles at somebody. And I'm like, who you looking at, girl? And she's standing next to this this effigy, and the guy's like, so what you think about this? You know, what does this mean to you? And she kind of going back and forth about what the statue really represents to her. And then she asks him what it means to him. And I'll be damned if it ain't Cato. They in London, y'all. How the fuck did Cato get to London? I'm like, what? Cato done went back to that damn coach. Remember that coach a couple episodes ago? Went back to that coach where all that money was at, and he up her doing it big. He making trips around the world. I'm like, look at Cato. Black man in this day and era just bouncing all over the world like that. You better get it, boy. Joe shady ass. They chit chat again about the meaning of the FG, and she said, it's very nice of Mr. Powell to have donated this. And then at that same time, this butler walks up and say, your carriage is ready, sir. Your carriage is ready, Mr. Powell. I'm like, what the fuck? So Cato is the one who donated the statue. I'm like, it's just 4 months ago, which is basically a month after they ran. And Cato is across the seas living it up big, baby. I'm saying, he got this big old donating statues and art and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, go ahead, Cato. And so I heard crossing seas and shit. So then they go to Elisabeth and Georgia. They having a meeting with the Sewing Circle. It sounds like they're trying to organize some type of rally against this legislator who named Brown, who's pro-slavery. And I'm wondering if this is the same Brown that Daniel was talking about in his letter. And if it is the same Brown, then that debunks the theory that Daniel is Steen's dad, because these situations going on at the exact same time. Hoping that's true, because like I said, I want Daniel to have his own story. But yeah, they trying to rally against getting him elected into legislator. So while they're here, Elisabeth, she's still kind of disconnected from what's going on. She's not really really there. And they hear a noise. And Elisabeth is like, oh, it's coming from the tunnels. So they get up. Of course, Georgia got a gun. She always got a gun. They get up and they creeping towards the tunnel because, you know, they're not expecting anybody. They walk down, and I mean, damn if it ain't Rosalee. I'm like, yes, she made it. I don't know why I forgot about Rosalee and all this like little. I'm so glad she made it. That horse of courage got her to where she needed to be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Rosalee is there. Baby, she is passed out. She dehydrated. She's tired. Then they head over to Noah with his shirt off. Can we just take a moment to give thanks for that which is all this Hodge? That body. Well, all right. Okay. I'm back. Back to the recap now. So they going in, and he's pretty much walking around the room, and he taking in his new environment. It's pretty prestige. He got nice clothes. He had a nice big bed to sleep in, and he go sit down and look at the mirror, and he sees himself in the mirror, and he evidently doesn't like what he see, because the next thing we see him with is clean shaven face. And I'm thinking, go ahead on, Aldous. I know I'm like twice your age, boo, but that's a boy. He looking all cute again. I was like, okay, at least we know that Cato's boys didn't hurt him. I mean, his pride is probably hurt, but Cato didn't hurt him. They next show Cato is down there boxing, getting some boxing lessons on, and he's surrounded by nothing but white. White servants to the left of him, white servants to the right of him. Everybody around him is white. I see that while he's doing this, Noah's sitting there looking like that little flare, lip twitching, nose flaring, like Cato's temperature is rising. Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? That's what I really want to know. They go back to overseas, and now Cato is in Gay Paris. Shit. He's in Paris, and he's with this young lady, and they're at like a little club and having a good time. And I think that this dude bumped into her, or she accidentally bumped into some guy. But anyway, the guy made a little racial slur towards her, and Cato is amped up, like, what? What'd you say to her? Dude, and she like, hey, no, calm down, Cato. It ain't even worth it. It's not worth it. Cato like, no, this dude disrespected you. She's like, it's not worth it. Come on, let's go get us some more wine. Let's go sit down and drink. And he like, fine, we gonna get something to drink. So Cato rolls over. He pours her nice little glass of wine. He take that empty beer wine bottle and like, crack that dude upside his head. I was like, that's how my mama told me to do it too. You empty that bottle out and crack him upside their head. My mama taught me that. So you get the best recoil on that. So It's tension all up in the room, right? Everybody's looking around like, oh my God, what happened? Cato standing there, he pop his collar, look around, say, hey, the next round's on me. He pulls out all this money. Cato, make it rain up in there. I was like, what the? Make it rain, make it rain. I was like, Cato is making it rain up in that piece. This mofo is straight flossing. I'm like, where he do that at? So, Cato and his new boo found out her name is Debbie. They have a little tit for tat afterwards. She was like very upset that he still reacted in the way that he did. She's like, it was very immature. You protected me something that I didn't need protected from. I wasn't in no danger. I don't even understand why we even here. Every place you take me is around a bunch of white folks. Ain't never nobody that look like me and you. He was trying to tell her, you don't understand. You would never understand what I've been through and what I'm going through. And she's like, try me. You know, I'm a British Indian girl living over here. Which she said, you don't never take us around people like us. It was shocking to me to see that her as an Indian girl considered him to be us. I don't know if y'all watched one of my videos back in the day that I was talking about. I had an encounter with an Indian gentleman. And usually the Indian community do not accept black people as family in my experience. And like I had that one experience where the brother called me his sister, and I was like really heartfelt and touched by that. So it was really shocking to see on the show that this Indian girl, who's not like Native American Indian, but like from India or you know, from another Middle East or Arab nation or what have you, that she considered herself to be as one in harmony with Cato as a black man. But she goes on to tell him about the different oppression that she has had in Britain. Like, she tells him that America didn't invent pain. And I'm like, you know, that's true, but America sure do know how to dish it out a little bit deeper than the rest of the countries. That might not be true, because I can't say that. I'm saying that from a point of view from America, being an American, that I think that America dishes out in one of the worst ways, in the most extensive ways. It's still elongated. In other countries, it's more hidden unless it's based on religion, or based off of a monetary value. The classism and racism is kind of more hidden. In America, it's just because you're black. You know, so I don't know. So yeah, tell me how y'all feel about that. Tell me how y'all feel about that. About what she said about how the oppression in Britain could be comparable. If you're from the UK, then you probably, let me know for real. I would really like to know. I'm trying to come to visit the UK one day. Okay, so she says to him that, you know, that he keeps surrounding himself with all these white people like he trying to prove something. So next they go over to him and Noah, and they're at having this dinner. And again, he is surrounded by white folk. I'm like, damn, this is what Debbie is talking about. Every time you go somewhere, there is nobody of color. Where are you going? Like, you trying to show and prove for these white folk around here. So he's sitting there and he telling Noah should be thanking him for having him there. You know, he got blood on his hands. Shit, he saved. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't even be off that doggone plantation. And at first, when I first saw that in the trailer, I was thinking, motherfucker, you ran. No one of them ran before you did. But truth be told, in a way, I guess Cato is kind of responsible for them being able to run then. Because if he would have snitched on them in the beginning, then they wouldn't have had that opportunity. So he's saying, because I didn't snitch on your ass in the beginning, then you should be thanking me. No, you still a snitch, bitch, nigga. That's what I'm just, okay. Whatever, Cato. Okay, so they go back to, he basically kind of like tells Noah, this is what I think you're going to be doing. Because you're always a man with a plan. So you already got this plan laid out. You're probably going to try to stab me with that knife, and you're going to try to run, but you forgot about them two. And I got them other two dudes there, and I got them other two dudes there. And when you get outside, I got more people out there. You ain't think about none of that. That's your problem. You don't think. He said, so when it's all said and done, he gave back his ring again. He said, that's all you're going to be, is just one dead dude. You think you're going to be out there living life for Rosalee? No, you're going to be dead. This is what's going to happen to you. You're going to end up dead. Noah, well, I told you, all that tension was building up. All that tension was building up. He lunged at him with his knife. He stuck it in the table. I was like, woo, woo. But if you didn't notice, Cato didn't bat an eye. He sat there like, I wish you would, bro. Come a little closer. That's the look he had on his face. Debbie, they go back to overseas now. They're in Ireland. I told you, Cato was making rounds. And they were at a boxing match. And Debbie is saying how her brother got her into boxing. This one guy who pretty much is like demolishing everybody, you know, calls out a challenge to the crowd. And she throws Cato into the ring. And he looked at her like, what the hell? Alright, I got this. So he jumps in and he is getting his ass whooped, y'all. I mean, getting whooped. He gets knocked down. The fight is almost over. He gets knocked down. And she comes to him like, boy, you better get your ass up. This is your chance right here to fight. You've been wanting to fight all your life. Take all your aggression, your revenge, everything, emotion that you're feeling, all your rage. Take it out on his ass every time you do it. You better pull in on that violence inside of you and do what you got to do. Take that violence that's inside of her and put it in her and go to work. He got up, ready to fight. Like, okay, okay. They go back to the sewing circle. And they're discussing their options about what they should do. This one gentleman, I'm sorry I didn't catch his name. He's basically sitting there saying, you know, these rallies ain't enough. We need to fight violence with violence. And George is like, no, that's not what we do right here. We are peaceful people. He's like, yeah, y'all peaceful, but they not. Same thing I be saying. He's like, so we need to take up arms. And they weighing out the good and the bad of taking up arms. Like, who's going to get hurt? Who's going to be left behind? Who's going to benefit from it the most if they happen to do this? And he's kind of taken with Elisabeth. And I see you looking with your looking ass, Elisabeth. You seem kind of smitten with him too. So Elisabeth is just like eyes locked and glued on bro the whole time he talking. Every word that drips out of his mouth, she's hanging on to every syllable. I'm like, okay. So he decides that he got to make a run. And he said he going to take Elisabeth with him. Because, you know, he know George and want to keep him in line. They go back and to Noah and Cato. And that Noah basically is telling him that he's not impressed by anything he sees that Cato's doing. He know that Cato didn't deserve none of what he has. He don't even deserve freedom. Matter of fact, he don't even deserve having breath to be coming out of his mouth. He don't deserve to be breathing right now. And those words kind of hit Cato. Kind of hit home for him, because Noah said something like, "Oh, I don't know why you ain't out there looking for your wife and kid." Boy, Noah almost lost his damn head there, because Cato jumped them like, "What? Boy, you better keep their names out your daggone mouth." They go back to old boy with Elisabeth, and they're, I guess, inside City Hall of some sort. They're inside someplace, and he is trashing the voting booths. He's hoping that by doing this would deter voters from even coming in there and wanting to vote. You know, he said actions is what speak to these people, not words. They go back to Noah and Cato, and Noah's basically saying, dude, you just trying to prove a point to all these white folks. I don't believe nothing you saying. I see through you, bro. I see through your transparent ass. And he said, he started telling him about everything that he did wrong. And Noah's like, you know, Moses and Henry and Zeke, their death is on my hands. I'll do anything I could to take that back. If I could do it all over again, I would try to do it differently, just to say their lies or something of that nature. Cato asked, say, okay, bro, here's the deal then. He brings him out later on and lines him up and brings these 7 chained up enslaved people out there. And he like, so since you said if you had a chance to do it all over again, you would set them free or you would help them get free. Well, here's your chance. I got 7 people right here. I'm willing to pay for their freedom if you take your ass with that slave owner and go back down to the south. And Noah sits there and looks at him. And I could see in his mind, the only thing he said, you motherfucker. That's what's going through his mind, because it was going through mine. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? So I swear I wanted to whoop Cato's ass. And Noah's like, fuck that. Fuck what you talking about. I wasn't speaking literally, sir. He said, I can't believe that this motherfucking Cato is trying to play chicken with Noah's freedom. But while they sitting there, or while they standing there, all of a sudden, then Noah just stucks his butt, boy, and they get to fight. And I'm like, this is all Cato ever wanted to do, was to fight. I gotta fight every day of my life just to prove myself. So they get to fighting, and they go back to Noah having Cato having a fight. And he, in this fight, and he's winning. You know, he's finally like, this is me. This is what I do. And right when I think that the fight is over, the dude sneak hit him too. And I'm thinking, this dude holding something, like he hit Cato kind of hard. They next go up to Elisabeth, and she's at the rally, and Georgia has decided to go ahead and speak. She's going to go ahead and speak. There's a young lady up there already speaking. She's getting kind of a lukewarm reception. And Georgia gets up there, and the faces looking at her like, you don't get your ass down. We ain't trying to hear anything you got to say. So Georgia clams up. My throat is really dry, y'all. I need to grab my water. Georgia climbs up, and she doesn't say anything. She runs off stage. So Elisabeth runs up there and starts to read her speech. Her response, again, is like 50-50. Some of them are here for them, some of them not. Yeah. After a while, when she realized these people really listen to her, Elisabeth went on a whole little tandem of her own. She had some rhetoric going on there. I was like, you better go ahead on, girl. Go on, do that. Go on, do that. I mean, it was very passionate and from the heart. At the same time, like I say, Noah and Cato are out there fighting, while Elisabeth is at the heart of her speech. It's flipping back and forth at this point. Elisabeth is at the heart of her speech, and she's saying, somebody picks up something and throws it at her and clocks her dead in the middle of her skull. She's got a gash, and all of a sudden she goes down. And this is at the height of, where is it at? So Noah and Cato still out there fighting, and they really fighting on the tail end of Elisabeth's words. They're saying that, I want to make sure I quote it right, those who fight against peace will eventually make the peaceful fight. But Cato thought he was finna get the drop on Noah. He thought he was finna get the drop on him. He out there, they fighting, they going at it. You know, he been practicing for months, getting his fight on. He forgot Noah was a field boy. I don't Cato, I guess he got some many lashes because he been fighting before, but Noah was a field boy, so he out there, he's standing his own. Noah get the best of him and hem him up with a knife to his throat. And Cato like, now what? Now what you gonna do? You always got a plan, but you never know what you're gonna do afterwards. Noah says that, this slavery has already killed enough of us. And he not going to be the one to help them kill us again. Not to help them. And he been out here saving folks left and right. But now he like, when do I get my own freedom? This is my time. I deserve my freedom. They go back to Elisabeth, where all hell is breaking loose. She gets up. Her head is still ringing. She's still kind of disoriented, but she sees a gun. And I'm thinking, Elisabeth got a gun, baby. She picks up that gun. And I'm like, oh, snap. Here we go. Here we go. So, Cato has Noah. So, just flipping back and forth. Cato has Noah sent away. And then he tells these guys that the 7 people that was chained up, make sure they make it safely to Canada. So, he was never going to go. He was going to set them free. I don't know if he's going to set them free anyway, or the interaction with Noah made him change his tune. So he decided to set them free. And he sent Noah to his freedom. So Noah ends up knocking on the door of Mr. Steele's. Cato is saying that Noah is just the same as him. He's just not afraid to show his true colors. Noah is sitting there telling Mr. Steele's, I'm so happy I got my freedom. I lost a lot of people along the way, and I feel no regrets that I'm the one that made it, and I'm sitting here. And he was telling, Mr. Steele was saying how he heard so many stories about him from Rosalee. And to me, this was like such the opposite of what Rosalee was saying. Rosalee was like, hey, I done made it to freedom. I done got my freedom, but I don't feel complete. I need to do more. I need to go back and help others. Noah seems to be saying, I finally fucking made it. Thank God I made it. I ain't going back no more. I want to enjoy this freedom that I have. That's what Noah seems to be saying to me. Cato, his ending speech is basically saying he realized now his true reason for coming back to America. He made this grandiose speech. It was good, but I didn't get to write it down. I was basically saying that Cato said that this world needs a man like him. He needs somebody that's going to stand up to this ugly beast, stare him dead in the face, and bitch slap the hell out of it. And that's him. So Cato is about to really get into this fight of freeing slaves, I think. Now, tell me what y'all think Cato about to do. That's what it sounds like to me. He about to go gangster. He about to go gully on the freeing slave type of thing. He got the money and he got some power and prestige now to help him do some things. Oh yeah, he about to get busy. But at the same time, he's still sleazy to me, man. I understand what he's doing. It's just that you done did so much wrong, bro. One good deed just ain't gonna do it for me to like come 100% on your team. I am so glad that you are seeing the light, that you finally you want to make a way. But at the same time, you still doing it at the expense of those who don't deserve to be hurt. That's my problem I have with it. But go ahead, do you free up yourself, bro. Do that. Man, I don't know what it's gonna be like when Noah really learns the truth about Rosalee, that she has been up there fighting her ass off, helping other people get free. Is he gonna try to tell her to sit her ass down? We got a baby on the way. Or what's going to happen with that situation? Because she still got to go back and get mama. She still got to go back and get James. Noah really had any family that they spoke of on the show, so there's nobody that I know of that he's got to go back for. But she like, I got to go back. I wonder if that's going to be a battle or a struggle between them, that he wants her to sit down and enjoy freedom and keep their baby safe. Or is he going to say, I'm with you, boo. I need to hit this underground with you. I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. I should be posting Greenleaf sometime later tonight, and I'll probably do Shots Fired tomorrow. Not sure yet. Thank y'all for coming back and watching. Thank y'all for being patient with me. And if you stay in tune with my Twitter channel, then, like I said, you will know when I'm having trouble posting videos. Oh, and on that other note, as another reminder, again, I'm giving away a Kindle Fire tablet. The giveaway starts on April 1st, so stay tuned to my channel to get all the details. You can tune into my Twitter, Facebook, and right here, and you'll get all the contest rules. It's open to anyone's $50 value. Kindle Fire. You can even watch Underground on here. You got the internet, all that stuff, and you can read my book. Hey girl, hey. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Peace.